the Charles McNulty Stadium here in Finneytown, Ohio. I'm Terrence Russell along with Waycross Community Media Sports for the kickoff of the 1999 football season with the Lockland Panthers coming all the way over here to Finneytown against the Wildcats. Looks like we have a beautiful evening tonight. The band's played the Star Spangled Banner, and still out on the field right now we have the Lockland Panthers still preparing for the game this evening. A little earlier we had the Wildcats out here, and they were going through their traditional warm-ups, and they've already taken off to the field for their pregame rituals in the locker room. Kind of a sparse crowd on the Lockland side. As I kind of look out here on the Lockland side, it looks like it's filling out. You got some people filtering in. Again, it's a beautiful evening here in Finneytown. And not to bring up last year, but last year the Finneytown Wildcats posted a big goose egg on the front side of the wins column, and Big Ten on the other end. And Lockland posting a 9-1 mark from last year. So it should be a very interesting game. Have a couple young gentlemen that we're watching on both sides this evening, and we'll see what kind of explosions we can have tonight. We've got a 5-man officiating crew, and just kind of hanging out here. We still have about 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go before the actual game starts. They haven't even flipped the coin to see who's taking possession of the ball. Like to let our viewers know about on Sunday, October 3rd at 1 p.m. we got a shotgun tee it up over here at the Finneytown's Glenview Golf Course. It's the 4th annual, and it supports the Wildcat football boosters team. So if you're interested in it, you could call Greg Falleth at 541-7162. And that's going to be October 3rd at the Glenview Golf Course. A football Wildcat golf outing.
Parents will then follow their child's daily schedule to meet all their teachers. We hope every middle school parent will make plans to attend. That's Wednesday, September 8th.
You got the one? I think so.
Yeah, you can see the Wildcats getting fired up down in the end zone area down there. As we have on the Lockland side, we have a group of gentlemen. I'm hoping to say that that's their whole captain squad out there. And the referees center field getting last instructions. Now we have our well, looks like we already have had the toss of the coin, and it appears that Finneytown will be defending. Finneytown will be defending the west goal,
probably not. I'll just go over there.
Kicking off from your right to left.
I'll probably have to come over there.
The Panthers, number 33. Steve McGee. I'm sorry. And the kick. End over end, down to about the 15-yard line. Number 9 coming around the right side, and he's tackled by number 3 by the Panthers, Raymond Weisbrook. So Finneytown sets up shop for the first play of scrimmage, down to about the 27-yard line. First and 10, and our quarterback this evening to start the ball game is number 12, Jason Gardner's a 5'10", 155-pound. We have a run to the right. Couple yards gained by number 1, Jason Hurd, who's a 5'9", 185-pound senior. And shuffling in the plays, number 61 comes out. As you can see on the replay, just a few yards coming around on the right side off the tackle. We have a full backfield, 12 under center. The snap is a throwback, and a pass, number 8, incomplete. Wow, a flag on the play. Looks like a little bit of interference there by corner number 4, Mike Daniels. So it looks like it's going to be about a 20-yard pickup on the flag. I'm sorry, it's a 10 yards. So we have first and 10 Wildcats on their own 44.
Lockland penalized 10 yards for pass interference.
Tight on the ends.
Finneytown.
And a handoff to the left tailback, and he's around the corner. He could go all the way. Number 1, Jason Hurd. No flags. Touchdown, Finneytown Wildcats. Nice run. Nice run. Nice little handoff by the quarterback, Jason Gardner. And right around the end. And there he goes. Wasn't even touched. Possibility with number 14, but he just could not hold on. So Dan Nolke. And Finneytown sets up for the extra point. The holder is number 42,
Field goal.
Nick Phil. And the snap and the kick, and it's good. By number 38. So, the first 3 plays, 11:05 in the first quarter. Wildcats strike fast. It's a nice little run around in by number 1, Jason Hurd, the 5'9" running back senior.
With 11 minutes, 5 seconds remaining in the first quarter, off the 55-yard touchdown run by Jason Hurd, and the extra point by Chris Horwood. The score, Finneytown.
And we have Finneytown kicking off for the first time to the Panthers of Lockland.
Chris Horwood kicks off for the Wildcats.
Nice kick into the end zone, touchback.
The end zone for a touchback.
So the Lockland Panthers will take over on their own 20-yard for the first time of the ball game here in the first quarter.
Lockland on their own 20-yard line. Finneytown Middle School students, pay attention. Mr. Hook is going to be locked up for muscular dystrophy on Thursday, September 9th. He needs to raise bail for his release.
Under center for the Panthers, Dan Nolte takes a snap, got an eye, power eye, and a handoff to the tailback up the middle, cuts out to the left, and he's around the corner, and he could have got around number 4 with a tackle at the 45-yard line of Lockland. Nice saving tackle by number 4 of Finneytown, and that's Drew Ritchie.
Daniels, the ball carrier, tackled by Drew Reichel. Gain of 22 yards on the play.
Nice little pickup right there. 22-yard pickup. Lockland back up under center. Wide receiver out to the right. Power eye back. Takes a snap, hands to the eye back, around to the right side this time. And nobody's touching him. Oh, he got tripped up and he's almost out. He got taken down by the 30. Number 20 tripped him up for Finneytown. Mike Harris. So it looks like Lockland's doing back to Finneytown what they did in their first series. With the aid of a penalty, of a 20-yard penalty, aided Finneytown in their first score. Now we have a split right and a split left. Power eye back. Number 14, Dan Nolke's under center, pans off to the tailback, and he gets about 5 yards. Daniels wrapped up by number 9, Finneytown, Eric Ogletree. Had some assistance by number 90 also, Mike Hall. So we have second down and about 6 to go. And now you have a split back in the backfield, power, and a quick sweep to the right to the number 16, the fullback. Oh, and he's taken down for a loss. Let's say he picked up about 1 yard. That was Mike McKinney with the carry of the quick pitch.
Gain of 2 yards on the play, third down, 4 to go.
Oh, look at that, going for the ball, look at that.
Trying to rip the ball out there in that instant replay. Dan Nolke under center. Drop back pass, 7-step, and a quick throw up, off target. Shooting for number 24, Mitch Miners for the Lockland Panthers. A little bit hasty there. Mr. Dan, take your time, follow through with the ball.
Pass intended for Mitch Miners is incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
They're going for it. Power eye back, splits on both ends. Quick sweep to the right, number 4. Dan picks it up and looks like he's going to be a lot short. Mike Daniels kind of got tripped up there in the backfield. He may have picked up about 3 yards, but he's going to be about a yard short. So it looks like Finneytown Wildcats are going to take over on downs. First down and 10 to go at their own 20-yard line.
Wildcats take over on downs, ball on the 19-yard line, first down, Finneytown.
So it looks like the defense of the Wildcats held them that time. So let's see what kind of defense Lockland can come back with. Power, full house in the backfield. And a power draw right up to the fullback, right up the guard tail end. Picks up about 7 yards. Number 9, that's Eric Ogletree, 6'1", 215-pound, senior fullback. Also playing linebacker over on the defensive side. And looks like we have a timeout on the field. Official timeout.
We have an official's timeout.
And looks like the head referee is talking with the head coach, Lockland.
need to remind you, stop in the concession stand where the Finneytown Boosters is serving up hot dogs, bratwurst, mess, ice cold drinks, popcorn nachos, candy, all kinds of goodies available. No lines right now. Now's the time to stop by.
And it looks like we have some type of conference going on with both coaches out in center field there with the referee. It looks like this could be the old headset situation.
Get off it.
Not working for me, can't work for you, so you got to put them down.
The visual and performing arts, or the achievements. There's also an award for non-alumni who have made significant contributions to the
All right, we're back to action here. Power backfield, full house. Quarterback under center, hands off to the fullback again, right straight up the middle. Number 9, Eric Ogletree again. Power busting through the line there. Taking 2 or 3 Panther tacklers with him. Number 70 for Lockland, Steve McKenzie just hanging on to him. Eric Ogletree just chewing up the yards. Another gain. Nice big gain, about 8 yards. Get the first down. Back to the 42. And it's a counter with Gardner handing off to Jason Hurd. Picks up about 4 yards on that trip up to about the 47.
7 yards on the play. Second down, 3 to go.
That's great.
So we got second down and 5
I love it.
for Finneytown Wildcats. Just getting ready to break the plane of the Panthers turf. And a handoff to number 1 again, Mr. Jason Hurd, and he's again tackled by number 40,
Jason Hurd,
Dave Souders, and number 34,
Dave Souder.
Craig Phelps, along with the assist.
Gain of 3 yards on the play.
It's another first down for Finneytown on the Panthers' 47-yard line. And a handoff to number 9, Eric Ogletree, up to the middle. And 5 guys got to take him down. 5 guys from the Panthers, number 55.
Tackled by Justin Leader and several others. Gain of 8 yards on the play. Second down, 2 to go.
Justin Leader and Brian Welshand taking down Eric Ogletree. He's a load, 6'1", 215 pounds. Lining up in the fullback position with the full backfield for the Finneytown, and it's a quick sweep to the right tailback, number 20, who picks up about 7 yards, Mike Harris, another senior, 5'5", 140-pound running back. Quick hitter to the right, just right off the tackle. And there is a flag on the play, and preliminary indication is an illegal back.
Block against Finneytown.
Illegal block, so we're going to bring it back 10 yards. From the spot of the foul, which will set up a third down and, second down and about 18. So the Wildcats take the ball on their own 45 now. And looks like we have a 4-3 defense, and the handoff back to number 20 is Mike Harris, who sweeps around to the left end and is knocked out of bounds.
Mike Harris, the ball carrier, forced out of bounds
by number 14, Andy Nolke, just about at the 35.
Carries the ball down to the 30-yard line where it's first down, Finneytown.
So first down on the 30 in Panther territory. Full house backfield. Another handoff to number 9, Eric Ogletree, up to the middle. Picks up about 6 yards. Number 72 of the Panthers,
Eric Ogletree, the ball
Brian
carrier.
Hutch.
Tackled by
I'm sorry,
Butch
Brian Hine.
Haynes.
Butch Hine. Butch Hine makes the stop for the Panthers.
Probably ought to switch to ISO 4 now. I'm pretty far away from the action.
Again, number 12, Jason Gardner under center, hands off, up, and he's stacked up. Finally got his number, they stacked him up right at the line of scrimmage. Eric Ogletree with no gain on that play.
Stopped by the middle of the Lockland line.
So it brings up a third and about
Third down, less than a yard to go
one.
for the first down.
number 2, Santino Lambert brings in the play from the Wildcat bench. Lines up in the backfield as the right halfback. Jason Gardner hands off to the left-hand back, coming around to the right end, and he's stopped for a loss. Drew Reichel is stopped for a loss in the backfield, which is going to set up a 4th down.
Loss of
And about 2.
brings up 4th down. 1 yard to go for the first down. Ball on the 21-yard line.
Substitutions in for the Wildcats. Number 45 enters this ball game, B.J. Lampert. It's a 6 foot, 205-pound sophomore. And the give's going to be number 1, Jason Hurd, which I don't think he's going to get the mark. Oh, he gets the mark. He gets the mark. First down, Finneytown Wildcats on about the 19. So the Wildcats have sustained a nice, good ground game here. They ran 9, this is the 9th play. And another handoff to Jason Hurd. And he escapes through, and he's in for another touchdown. Did you see that? He just scampered right through the defenders. Number 20 had his arms on it, but he just couldn't wrap him up. So the senior 5'9", 185 running back for Finneytown, Jason Hurd, slips through the line again and scores a touchdown. And the point after attempt is blocked. No good. So here in the first quarter with 3:37 to go, it's the Finneytown Wildcats 13 and the Lockland Panthers 0.
Lockland Panthers, nothing.
Hey, yeah, fades out. Oh, me. Sorry. Trying to get you a shot. Okay, gotcha. I'm on you, okay? I'm on.
And as Finneytown gets ready for the kickoff, it'll be the Panthers' second attempt with the ball, and it's another kick touchback. So 2 in a row kickback, touchbacks for the Wildcats, which puts the ball down at the 20-yard line for the Panthers of Lockland.
What is the kicker's name? Forward.
We got wide receivers. We got wide receivers.
Following the touchback, it's 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line.
And just got a correction of a number here. Number 38 is Chris Horworth. Has had 2 point after attempts, 1 blocked, 1 made, 2 fantastic kicks that have gone back into the end zone to set up the second possession for the Lockland Panthers. A gain of 1 yard on their first play from scrimmage. 2 split with wide backs and 2 step back. Oh, 2 drop, 2 step back pass. Falls incomplete to number 3, Raymond Bicebrook.
3rd down coming up.
And Lockland comes under center, number 14, the quarterback, Dan Nolte. Got a split in and 2 eye backs. Split backs, number 14 throws, and it's a complete pass over the middle to his tight end, number 40, Dave Souders, with a gain of about 6. Brings up a 3rd down and 4.
Tackled by Tim Brim and Eric Elmendorf. And 6 yards.
4th down.
4th down, 3 to go.
And this is the first punt of the game, number 72 for Lockland. Butch Hine kicks it and it falls short, and it picked up by number 20, and he dropped it, he fumbles, and he recovers the ball at about the 41-yard line for the Wildcats of Finneytown, where they take over.
Returns at 1 yard. Balls on the 41-yard line. Where it's 1st down, Finneytown.
Nice replay. Look, cool.
The PTA will once again host the Super Bowl before the homecoming game. Come and enjoy dinner.
Finneytown comes back in with, again, a full house backfield. Number 12, Jason Gardner under center, hands off to number 9 again, Mr. Eric Ogletree, and he's picked up a couple on that one. It's going to be a workhorse after the end of the night. He's going to be so sore. Going to get his works tonight. 2nd down and about 8. Hand off to the right tailback and goes around the left side for about 3 more yards. That's number 4, Drew Reichel.
Drew Reichel, the ball carrier, tackled by Steve McKenzie. Ball carried to the 48-yard line. 3rd down, 3 yards to go.
And it's a short drop back pass. Oh, and it's incomplete. Number 4 for the Lockland Panthers, had an opportunity of picking that ball off, but the receiver, number 8, Eric Elmendorf, came back to act like the defensive player and spoiled that opportunity for the Lockland Panthers, which puts the Finneytown Wildcats in their first punting situation. Number 12 drop backs into the punt formation, Jason Gardner, and back to receive the punt, number 4 for the Lockland Panthers, Mike Daniels.
Number 4, Mike Daniels.
The snap,
for the Panthers.
and the punt is away. It's a nice spiral, Mike Daniels kind of misjudges, got back, and he's going to bring it up, and he's going to be tackled about the 16-yard line of the Lockland Panthers. So a little bit of a gain, a little bit of a short return there. Kind of got himself a little bit off balance when he misjudged the flight of the ball and had to back up. As you can see in the replay, then he was already surrounded by the Wildcats of Finneytown. So for their third drive of the ball game, I-back formation, split right, split left. And it's a handoff to number 4, Mike Daniels, around to the right side, left side, I'm sorry. And picks up about 5 yards, 4 yards.
Tackled by Mike Harris. 4-yard gain.
Second down and 6.
6 to go.
Now about 25 seconds to go in the quarter. Split backs in the backfield. Slot right, man in motion to the right. And it's a quick sweep to number 16 for the Panthers. Mike McKinney, who's wrapped up real fast with a couple yards around the left side. And that's the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. The Finneytown Wildcats 13, Lockland Panthers.
As you can see in the replay, he just had no place to go. And he gets wrapped up there real good by number 20, Mike Harris of the Finneytown Wildcats. So at the end of the first quarter, it's the Wildcats of Finneytown 13 and the Lockland Panthers carrying on.
Would like to extend its thanks to Paul Haber.
As you saw the sunset there. Beautiful evening here in Finneytown.
Once again this year, Paul Haber Nissan has generously
at the start of the second quarter,
an incentive program for
Lockland Panthers had the ball at their own
each home football touchdown earns
24-yard line, 23-yard line.
That's
with a third down and about 5.
Each home soccer goal
and number 14, Dan Nolte up under center for the Panthers.
Thanks again,
Uh-oh. Looked like we had a quick hit right over the middle, and nobody was there.
To the folks at Paul Haber Nissan and thank them personally.
Which brings up 4th down. Kind of a silly play there. It's like nobody was really ready for what's going on. As you can see, as they're kind of walking off the field, kind of
Lockland pass is incomplete.
in punt formation, number 77 back to punt the ball, Brian Welsland, and back to receive the punt, number 40, number 20, and number 4 for the Finneytown Wildcats, and it's fielded by number 20, Mike Harris, who takes off to the right, then swings back around to the left, and he's got open field with number 16, picks him off. He had open field, but number 16 saved the tackle. Mike McKinney for the Panthers, as Mike Harris picks up about a 40-yard punt return. Brings the ball down to about the 23-yard line. First and 10 for the Wildcats.
Finneytown.
And it's a handoff to Eric Ogletree right up the middle. Nice exchange from the quarterback, Jason Gardner, to Eric Ogletree, but he ran into a wall. Number 72, Butch Hine, picks him off.
Gain of 1 yard on the play. Second down, 9 to go.
It looks like Mr. Butch Hine may have a little stinger going on right there. Back up underneath center. It's a trap. And number 1, Mr. Jason Hurd, takes it right up the middle for a gain of about 7, which gives Finneytown another first down.
Carries the ball down just outside the 10-yard
First and 10, just outside the 10. So they could conceivably get another first down as Jason Gardner hands off to Jason Hurd around right end. Picks up about 7, and then a flag comes in. And that could be a face mask. That's what it was, a face mask. Gonna give him a couple more yards and an automatic first down.
Lockland penalized half the distance.
So the workhorse on this drive has been Mr. Jason Hurd. Looked like the Panthers were able to stop Eric Ogletree, so the Finneytown Wildcats went to their other one, and Mr. Jason Hurd's picked up the slack. Full backfield, full house backfield. And it's a straight handoff, straight up the middle to Mr. Eric Ogletree for his second touchdown of the evening, folks. Finneytown's going to town on the Lockland Panthers. It looks like they're going to go for 2 to try and make up for the last extra point that they missed. So again, with a full house backfield, Jason Gardner sets under center, hands off to number 1, Jason Hurd, who takes it around to the right side, and he's in for 2-point conversion. Wildcats 21, Lockland Panthers 0, with 10:15 in the second quarter. As the sun sets on Finneytown's Charles McNulty Stadium, and the band playing in the background.
With 10 minutes, 15 seconds remaining in the first half, off the 1-yard run from Eric Ogletree and the 2-point conversion from Jason Hurd. The score, Finneytown Wildcats 21, Lockland Panthers nothing. Chris Horworth kicks off for the Wildcats.
And it's picked up by number 16, Mike McKinney, for the Panthers of Lockland, who brings it up around the right side, gets up to about the 28-yard line, where it'll be first and 10 Lockland.
First and 10, Lockland, ball on the 29-yard line.
Lockland come in center with slot right, man in motion, number 24. Mitch Myers, handoff around to the left side, number 4, Mr. Mike Daniels, who takes it all the way up and over into Wildcat territory at about the 45-yard line. So what a nice scamper around the left side by Mr. Mike Daniels,
3 yards and the first down.
who's a 5'8" freshman, 165 pounds. And Lockland comes back up under center with the slot right. Power eye backfield. Man in motion to the right. And it's a quick pitch. Quick pass to number 24, Mitch Myers, who picks up about 6 yards. Nice little swing pass right there by the Panthers quarterback, Dan Nolte.
Pass is complete to Mitch Myers, tackled by Ryan Hubbard. Gain of 6 yards on the pass. Second down, 4 to go.
So the Panthers trying to sustain a drive here, putting something together. Little run, little pass, power eye back, split wide on both ends. And it's a busted play. He wanted to hand the ball off to Mike Daniels, but Mike Daniels didn't want it. And Dan just kept going with it to the left side, and finally was just taken under by the sea of red Finneytown Wildcats. So with a loss of about 7 yards, puts the ball back on the 48-yard line of Finneytown, where it's going to be 3rd and 13. And again, it's a nice little swing pass out to the right side. Man in motion, number 24 for the Panthers, Mitch Myers, accepts a pass from Dan Nolte and picks up about 5 yards, which brings back up to 4th down and 8. So with the punting situation, number 77, Brian Welshan comes in to punt for the Lockland Panthers. Back to receive, number 20, Mike Harris, and number 4, Drew Reichel. And the snap and the punt, and it's a shank to the left side. And Drew Reichel picks it up, and he tries to catch the ball, and he takes the ball back with him to about the 14-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10 for the Finneytown Wildcats. So he kind of muffed that ball there. Then again, hadn't he tried to attempt it, it may have taken a Panther bounce. So with 7:39 to go in the second quarter, it's Finneytown ball on the 14, 1st and 10. Powerhouse fullback, handoff to the right tailback, and Mr. Mike Harris was picked up a loss of about 3 yards. So tried to get around the left side, and he got stopped. So it looks like the Lockland Panthers are picking up a little bit of intensity in their defense here. They've got Finneytown in the back, kind of pinned them back here a little bit. And we have a slot left with a power right and a pitch to number 1, Jason Hurd, who is just strung all the way out of bounds.
Jason Hurd carries the ball for
Looks like he's going to get
Finneytown.
back to about the line of scrimmage, maybe about a 2-yard pickup. So the Wildcats have kind of changed their offensive formation, moving into a slot left with a power backfield to the left
9 yards to
and
go
running to
for
the left.
Finneytown first down.
But they're getting strung out, which again means that the Lockland Panthers defense has made some adjustments. Now the Wildcats go back to the power full house backfield with the handoff to Mr. Ogletree up to the middle. No, I'm sorry, that was handoff to Jason Hurd, and he picks up about 3 yards, which is going to set up a 4th down and 5, which is sitting in a punt situation. Number 12, Jason Gardner, back in punt formation. Back to receive the punt for the Lockland Panthers. Number 4, Mike Daniels, short man.
For Finneytown.
Number 6, Brian Pittman.
Mike Daniels is
And
deep
the
to receive
snap
for the Panthers.
and the punt. And it's a nice, it's a short punt. Number 6, Brian Pittman picks up the ball and takes him around the left side. He's past the 40, and he drops the ball. Fumble!
Pittman returns the ball. 15 yards, he fumbles.
I can't believe what I saw. He fumbled the ball, and the Wildcats picked up the ball. So you get an exchange, nice good punt, nice good run back, but he kind of got a little careless with the ball and fumbled it. Picked up by the Finneytown Wildcats at the 33-yard line of their own.
34-yard line.
Slot left. Power I formation, drop back pass, number 12, Jason Gardner slings it up, and it's incomplete. Pass attempt to number 1, Jason Hurd. It was there.
Jason Gardner's pass
It was
intended
there.
for Jason Hurd is incomplete.
Watch the ball into the hands.
Broken up by Mitch Miners. Second down, 10 yards to go.
Replay shows it was there. Gotta watch the ball into your hands, Mr. Hurd. Finneytown comes back with the power right, with eye backs to the right, and it's a quick pitch to the right to number 20. Mr. Mike Harris kicks it around in for about 3 yards, and he's stopped over there by number 34,
Mike Harris,
Craig
the ball carrier.
Phelps. Number
Forced
70,
out of bounds by several
Steve
Panthers.
McKenzie.
Third down.
It's like those black and maize helmets kind of swarm to the sideline again. This is fun. And let's see, Finneytown's going to go back to the power full house backfield. Handoff to Mr. Ogletree, right up the middle. Bread and butter, man, taking it right back up to the middle, carrying defenders with him. Number 34, in on the tackle, Craig Phelps, and number 72, Butch Hine, picks up a first down, though.
Just short of the 45-yard line. That's enough for a first down. Finneytown.
And Finneytown comes back with the powerhouse, full house in the backfield. Handoff to Mr. Ogletree, picks up about another 5 yards.
Eric Ogletree to the 50. Second down, 5 to go.
Brings up a 2nd and 5. The Finneytown threatening to invade the Panthers of Lockland's territory with the handoff to Eric Ogletree up to the middle. Picks up about 4 yards before he's stopped by number 24, Mitch Miners. Number 70,
Eric Ogletree, the ball
Steve
carrier.
McKenzie.
Tackled by Dave Souter and Brian Welshons. Gain of 3 yards on the play, 4 yards on the play, third down, less than a yard to go.
Brings up about a 3rd and 6 inches. Full house backfield, handoff to the left tailback. Jason Hurd, who goes around to the right side and picks up about 7 yards for another first
Jason
down
Hurd
for the Wildcats of
carries the ball.
Finneytown.
Tackled by Steve McKenzie. Gain of 5 yards on the play. First down, Finneytown.
So we have a first down and 10 at the 41 of the Panthers.
Ball is on the Panther 41-yard
Wildcats driving, full house backfield, flag in the air, and we have a stoppage of play. Looks like we're going to have illegal procedure on the Wildcats of Finneytown. I'm sorry. Offsides, Panthers. There's the call, encroachment by the Panthers.
Encroachment. First down on 5 yards to go.
So reset the down markers at 1st and 5. Full house backfield. Jason Gardner under center. Hands off to the right halfback over the left tackle. Picks up about 2 yards. Number 4, Drew Reichel,
Tackled by
what's his
Mike
minimum gain?
McKinney. Gain of 2 yards on the play. Second down on 3 to go.
And a handoff to Eric Ogletree, and he is just racked and stacked by number 70, Steve McKenzie, number 16, Mike McKinney.
Eric Ogletree, the ball carrier, tackled by Mike McKinney.
And a little bit of a loss on that one, about a yard loss on that play, which brings up 3rd and 5. And Jason Gardner brings him up under center, full house backfield, hands off to the left halfback, round to the right guard, picks up about 7 or 8 yards, and he will be in for another first down for the Wildcats of Finneytown. Full house backfield for the Wildcats. Handoff to the left halfback, right up the middle, right up the center in the guard.
Jason Hood,
picks up about 3 yards,
tackled by Brian
which is going to bring up 2nd and 5 with a minute and 13 to go in the first half. The Wildcats take a timeout, looking to add some more damage to the scoreboard.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have special guests this evening, located on the Finneytown side, toward the Winton Road end of the stadium. We have members of the 1974 Finneytown High School State Championship soccer team. Gentlemen, please stand and be recognized. Tomorrow night at the Finneytown High School men's soccer game versus Roger Bacon, members of this team will be honored for their 25th reunion of the first state championship game in Ohio.
And a pass is completed by number 12, Jason Gardner, over the middle to number 88, Jim Bream, which brings up a first down, and it looks like they are going to knock on the door one more time with 1:04 and counting to go in the second quarter. Jason Gardner brings his team up under center. Full house backfield. And it's going to be a handoff to number 1, Jason Hurd, around the right tackle, who's going to pick up about another 4 yards, which is going to set up another second and goal situation. And the Panthers take their second timeout of the game.
Timeout, Finneytown. During this timeout, we'd like to remind those who purchased calendars from the Finneytown Music Parents, if you purchased an early version during middle school and high school registration, stop by the board office and pick up an updated copy of May. The May calendar was messed up. If you have one of those, you can get May replaced. You may, or you may not.
And as time comes back in with 41 seconds to go in the second quarter, Wildcats come up with a full house backfield. Gardner takes the snap, hands it off to Eric Ogletree right up the middle, and he's stopped again, close to the goal line. The clock's running,
Ogletree, the ball carrier.
and the stop's made by number 24,
inside the 1 yard line.
Mitch Miners. And the clock's running again, still running. Oh, and Gardner takes his team up under center, full house backfield, hands off to number 1, Jason Hurd, who's in for the second touchdown of the night for himself. Finneytown scores. As the Wildcats line up for their point after attempt. Kicker, number 38, Chris Horwath. The attempt, the snap, the hold, and it's good. And his holder, number 42, Nick Phil, puts the ball down as the Finneytown Wildcats add another touchdown with 12 seconds to go in the first half. Lead the Panthers of Lockland 28-0.
Lockland Panthers, nil.
So as we get set for this last kickoff of the first half of the first football game of the 1999 season of the Finneytown Wildcats, number 38, Chris Horwath kicks off, and is a squib kick, and it's picked up by an up man, number 80, John Golby, and takes it off to the side.
Returns the kickoff, 10 yards.
And it looks like the Panthers are going to get one more play before the end of the half. And I would think if they were smart, they'd just down the ball and go in and try and regroup, try and put some offensive strategy together. Defensively, they need to stop that powerful backfield of the Finneytown Wildcats. One last play of the half. Number 16, Mike McKinney, heaves the ball down the field, and it's picked off by number 12, Jason Gardner, the Wildcats of Finneytown. So that's the end of the first half of this year's 1999 opening season for the Wildcats of Finneytown, with the score 28-0 over the Panthers of Lockland. And we'll be back after this timeout.
Ladies and gentlemen,
when the heavens thunder, when the nation calls, you can make a difference and be a part of it all. If you're able to pay the price, you can. Willing to sacrifice, you can. Adventure, helping, service in the Army National Guard, you can.
Find yourself in the Army National Guard, serving 1 weekend a month and 2 weeks a year, and you'll find an extra paycheck, money for college, and all the adventure you can handle. It's a great way to serve your country and community. Call 1-800-GO-GUARD.
If you're ready to pass the test, you can. An American at your best, you can. Adventure, helping, service in the Army National Guard. In the Army National Guard, you can.
American heritage. Tonight's musical section includes Saints, Down by the Riverside, Swing Series, Simple Gifts, America. The Finneytown High School Marching Band. Mrs. Beth Walker. They will be performing to Swinging Chariots. The Springfield Township Fire Department has been duly notified.
That's mine. Find it and then hit that big button.
McNeil, please report to the concession stand. There's a package for you.
Welcome everybody back to the second half of tonight's first contest of the 1999 season here at the Wildcats of Finneytown Charles McNulty Stadium.
Are we okay?
Score is 28-0 with the Wildcats kind of running the ground game up the Panthers back right here. Couple statistics for you here as we start the first half. Total yardage gained on the ground by the Wildcats of Finneytown, 230, and most of that's going to be picked up and chewed up by their fullback, number 9, Eric Ogletree, and Jason Hurd, their talented running back. Also a senior, 5'9", 185 pounds. The Wildcats have picked up 13 yards in passing with 4 of 7. And on the Lockland side, they've ground up about 84 yards on the ground and 17 passing, and that would be 5 of 7 for the quarterback of the Panthers, Dan Nolte. And the Panthers are going to get the ball first half at the beginning of the second half. Number 38, Chris Horwolf with the fantastic kick in the first half. Two of his kickoffs went into the end zone for touchbacks. Told he's a star player on the soccer team for the Wildcats of Finneytown also. So as we get set for the second half, and the kick is off. It's a short kick taken up by the up man, number 16, Mike McKinney. Takes it around to the right side and is tackled by number 30 and number 36 for the Wildcats of Finneytown, Kellen Campbell and Darnell Smith. So as the Wildcats set up their defense for the second half, we have a quarterback change for the Wildcats. Number 4, Mike Daniels takes over with the power I in the backfield. Handoff to number 16 is Mike McKinney. Takes up around the right side, picks up about 4 yards. And the setback in the backfield again, number 34 is the fullback, Chris Phelps. Behind him in the I-back is number 16, Mike McKinney. As the quarterback, Mike Daniels, takes the snap, pitches to the right, to the left, and Mike McKinney cuts back inside for a pickup of about 3 more yards, which will bring up third down and about 5. So a nice quick pitch to the left, and Mike McKinney cuts it back, brings in up about 3 yards. Give the Panthers a respectable opportunity to convert on the third down here. Split left, number 14, who's the quarterback, not Dan Nolke, splits out to the left with a slot. Set behind the center. And the snap, drop back, 5-step, and a throw, and it's complete. Dan Nolke picks off the ball. I'm sorry, that's right. The quarterback in the first half has moved to split end and picks the pass from his successor at the quarterback. Mike Daniels completes his first pass, which is good for a first down. Just shy of the 50-yard line. The Panthers are threatening to invade the territory of the Wildcats. Man in motion, number 24 is Mitch Miners. The snap, pitch to the right, number 16, and he fumbles the ball! Mike McKinney fumbles the ball, and it's picked up by one of his teammates. Recovered by number 72 of his Butch Hine. Picks up the ball. Advances all the way up to about the 39-yard line, where it's second and about 1 for a first down. Split left to split right. I back in the backfield. Daniels takes the snap and hands off to the I-back, number 16, Mike McKinney, who almost has a strip. Fortunately, hangs on to the ball and advances forward just over the 40-yard line, where it'll be the first down for the Panthers of Lockland. So he kind of had one handed back to him there. Split right, slot right. 3-step drop back pass, incomplete. Number 8 for the Wildcats, Eric Elmendorf, knocks the ball down. Pass was attempted to number 14, Dan Nolke. Again, the Panthers having some changes on their offensive line. make up for the second half. Have switched out quarterbacks. Mike Daniels is in for Dan Nolke, who is running back and forth as a wide receiver. As the Panthers come up under center, ball on the 40-yard line, second down and 10. Daniels underneath center, I-back formation, split right, and it's a fake handoff. And number 4, Mike Daniels takes it around the left side, picks up 10, 15, 16, 17 yards. Big gain. The quarterback's keeper around to the left side. And everybody went right for the Wildcats. As you can see on the replay, it's a fake handoff and a keeper. Needs to get the ball on the other side of the arm, though. And shouldn't be carrying the ball like a loaf of bread there, Mr. Daniels. As you can see, he's finally tackled down by number 8, Eric Elmendorf. Back underneath center. Quick pitch to the right. Number 16, Mike McKinney. Around the left side, and he gets stacked up and pushed back. Number 2, number 45, number 9. All for the Wildcats of Finneytown put the stop on Mr. Mike McKinney. Santino Lambert, Eric Ogletree, and number 45, J.B. Lampert, in all on the stop. So it's a short loss of about 1. Second down about 11. Panthers are driving. 7:27 to go in the third quarter. Mike Daniels under center, takes a snap. Drop back 3-step pass, and it's complete to number 24. Hit, and forward progress takes him up about 5 yards. About to the 15-yard line, where it'll be third down and 3. Pass was complete to number 24, Mitch Miners. As the Panthers head toward the ball. We have a timeout on the field. And there was an official timeout and a restart. With the split backs, Daniels underneath center, pitches left to number 80, John Godby, who picks up about a yard. So I don't know what they were doing there, but they had the whole right side of the field that they could have worked on. They chose to sweep left, and it picks up about 1. So they're forced to go into a 4th down and 4, and they've got to convert. So with the split left and a split right and I-back formation, Daniels under center, takes a snap, quick snap, fake handoff, and it is sacked by number 71, Travis Vesser. 6-yard loss, and the Lockland Panthers turn the ball over on downs to the Wildcats of Finneytown. And it'll be a first down and 10 at the 25-yard line. Again, I'd like to remind everybody for Tee It Up, Sunday, October 3rd, 1 o'clock start time at the Glenview Golf Course, Finneytown's 4th annual Wildcat Golf Outing. Green fees, carts, range balls, steak dinner, door prizes, alcoholic beverages, 4-man scramble. If you're interested in helping out the Wildcats Finneytown golf outing, you can call Greg Fallon at 541-7162. Appreciate all your support that you can give. So back at the ball game here, Finneytown takes over. First possession of the second half with 28-yard line, hands off, right side, and he's around the end, and it's number 1, Mr. Jason Hurd, with about a 22-yard pickup all the way across the 50-yard line. I'm sorry, stepped out of bounds at about the 46-yard line of the Panthers. I'm sorry, of Finneytown. Haven't crossed that big white plane yet, but the Wildcats are knocking on the door to break down the 50-yard line barrier of the Panthers again. Quick handoff, straight up the middle. Eric Ogletree has over the 50-yard line with a gain of about 6 to bring up a second down and about 4 for the Finneytown Wildcats at the Panthers' 48-yard line. So, as we have said all night long, the Wildcats keep churning up the field. Have no resistance from the Lockland Panthers defense. And it's another handoff to Eric Ogletree, and he's got 4 defenders from the Panther defensive team hauling him down. Finally by number 3, Brian Beisdorf, and number 24, Mitch Miners. So another big pickup. And with some confusion on the defensive side of the ball from the Panthers, the Lockland team's forced to take a timeout. With 4:12 to go in the third quarter, the Panthers of Lockland facing another 1st and 10 by the Wildcats of Finneytown. 28-0.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
Time resumes, and Jason Gardner back under center. Full house backfield for the Wildcats. Handoff to the right halfback, number 4. Drew Reichel picks up about 3 yards.
And Butch Rainey. Gain of a yard.
Second down and 8.
8.5 to go.
Gardner under center, the snap, hands off to number 1, Jason Hurd. Cuts around the right side, and he's going to blow another one! Touchdown! Jason Hurd for his 3rd touchdown of the evening. And I'm telling you folks, he just had nobody touching him. Takes the ball from the left side, cuts up to the tackle's end, and he just blows by everybody. Nobody touches him. Nice run. His 3rd score of the game. And as we attempt our point after by Chris Horwolf, our holder is number 42, Nick Phil. The kick is up and it is good. So with a timeout at 3:10 in the third quarter, it's the Wildcats of Finneytown 35 and the Lockland Panthers 0.
The score is Finneytown Wildcats 35, Lockland Panthers nothing. Well, now's the time if you've not moved your car. White sports car, license plate BHT 8610. Please move your car or it will be moved for you.
I'd have to say that the coaching staff on the Finneytown side of the sidelines tonight is probably a little happy. After having a dismal season last year, 0-10, it looks like they're going to start out this season on a very positive note, proving that they can run the ball on the ground and have some success with the defense. As Chris Horwolf kicks it off, number 4, Mike Daniels takes the ball
into the end zone for a touchback.
into the end zone for a touchback. Smart decision not to bring it out. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers at their own 20-yard line with 3 minutes and 7 seconds to go in the third quarter. see what kind of other adjustments they made in the locker room with bringing out a new quarterback. Which again, Mike Daniels comes back up underneath center. Power I, backfield, split right, split left. Daniels takes the snap, hands the ball off to number 16, right up the middle. And that's Mike McKinney, and he's going to gain about 3 yards. But running the ball, Lockland is not going to catch up 35 points.
Second down, 8 to go.
Split backfield. We got a slot left and a wide left. Daniels under center, takes the snap, drop back pass, swings out to the right. Now he's going to run the ball, catch the ball up to the middle. Now he's around to the right side. He's got the ball in the left hand. He's going to be dragged down by number 20 at the 45-yard line of the Wildcats. Now he's got some jawing going on. Number 20, Mike Harris, makes the tackle, but not after. Mike Daniels picks up 35 yards. Had someone out there to pass, but they were covered, so he just tucked the ball in and ran up. As you can see, he's just carrying that ball like a loaf of bread. He needs to tuck that ball under. His coach will see this tape and he'll say, Mr. Daniels, get that ball tucked under and keep it secure. Power eye in the backfield. Daniels, number 24 in motion, still on the slot left. Hands ball up the middle. Number 16, Mike McKinney, with a gain of about 4.
Mike McKinney, the ball carrier, tackled by Eric Ogletree. 3-yard gain on the play. Second down, 7 yards to go.
So as Lockland comes back up underneath the ball, split backs, split wide, split left. Daniels under, 2-step drop, pass to number 3, Raymond Breisdorf. He's going to be picking up about 3 yards, a small gain, which is going to put him at 4th and about 5. Lockland they have got to convert here. With 55 seconds to go in the quarter, I would think it would be a very big motivational boost for these gentlemen to try and pick up the first down here and go into the next quarter on a positive note and keep the momentum in their side. Got a slot right, power eye back. Daniels acts like he's going to pitch the ball, but now he's going to be taken down for another loss. Just didn't have anywhere to go with the ball. Wanted to pass it, but he had everybody out in the zones that were protected, and he just got swarmed by the defense of the Wildcats, which is going to bring up now that 4th down and 5 situation. Nice straight arm. And that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter here at the 1999 season opener of the Finneytown Wildcats. And they have a commanding lead over the Panthers of Lockland, 35-0.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the Finneytown High School varsity cheerleaders. Kelly Ball, Kim Conroy, Amanda Everett, Stephanie Dempster, Lindsay Gardner, Carrie Nancy, Kim Hennessy, Laura Littlejohn, Sarah Steele, Sarah Stegman, Emily Walsh, and Anna Young. presentation of the Finneytown High School mascots. Please let the cheerleaders know about it.
And welcome back to Waycross Community Media Sports telecast of the 1999 season opener of the Waycross season. Well, we have a pass attempt by number 4, Mike Daniels of the Lockland Panthers. It's completed to number 24, Mike Miners of Panthers, which is going to be good for a first down. I'm Terrence Russell here at Charles Mack McNulty Stadium and on the campus of Finneytown High School, where the Wildcats have a commanding lead over the Panthers of Lockland, 35-0. Start of the fourth quarter, and Mike Daniels connects on a pass to Mitch Miners for a gain of about 7, which a first down. First and 10 for the Panthers, who are driving. Got a fumble, and Daniels picks up the ball and advances it about 4 yards. Smart play by the quarterback there to pick up the ball and just move right on up the field, which will give him about a 2nd down and 6 situation. And they have just been outran on the ground all night long by the Wildcats of Finneytown. Mr. Ogletree and Mr. Hurd have really churned up the yards. And this is an opportunity for the Panthers to try and get the momentum swung back into their favor. Mike Daniels under center, split eye backs, power right, power left, and it's a fake handoff, and Daniels takes it around the left side, around the end with unsecured protection, and picks up of about 7 yards, which will give his Panthers another first down, and they are driving. So the Panthers have sustained a nice little drive here at the end of the third quarter and carrying it into the fourth quarter here. But time could be on their side here. They really need to put the ball in the air and to create some action and put some points on the board. As Mike Daniels comes up to center, we have a split right and a split left. Split eye backs. Daniels underneath center, takes a snap, drops 3 steps, and the throw is incomplete. And his attempt was to number 14, Dan Nolke, who was supposed to, it looked like Daniels was throwing a flag and Mr. Nolke ran a post. Incomplete pass.
Just a reminder, fans, the next Finneytown High School football game will be this coming Thursday night.
Which brings up 2nd down and 10. Split right and split left. Split backs. Quick pitch to the right. Number 16, Mike McKinney, takes the ball up and over about 3-yard gain. And he's brought down by number 20, Mr. Mike Harris. Also in on the tree is the big Mr. Eric Ogletree, who has really churned up the yards today for the Wildcats of Finneytown. So as the clock keeps running here, sense of urgency on the Panthers side has kind of dwindled down with you have a split left with the slot left. Now we got a slot right, 1 man in the backfield. Straight drop back, roll back pass. Act like he's gonna pass, and it's incomplete. Tip drill, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mr. Eric Ogletree. And that's the old tip drill, folks. A lot of defensive backs practice that every day at practice. This time for the Wildcats, paid off early in the season. It was actually an unadvised pass by Mr. Daniels, but trying to make something happen, and it just didn't happen this time. So a turnover. Second turnover of the ball game. Third turnover for the ball game for the Lockland Panthers, as the Wildcats of Finneytown take the ball about the 5-yard line, hand it off to Mr. number 4, Drew Reichel, who picks up about 7 yards.
Drew Reichel carries the ball. tackled by John Godby.
Flag on the play, preliminary indication holding, which will be a half the distance to the goal. Puts the ball back down to about the 5-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 15. As we see the replay there, Drew Reichel, and there's the hold right there, number 40, being held. So as Mr. Gardner up under center, hands the ball up to Ogletree. Through the guard, tackle, I'm sorry. Ball carrier was J.B. Lambert. Picks up about 10 yards on the carry. And looks like he's got a little cramp or tweaked his ankle or something. He's coming out. He's going to be replaced by number 20, Mike Harris. So the backfield has Harris, Ogletree, and Drew Reichel. Gardner hands the ball off to Ogletree, straight up the middle. That's been the game plan all night long. Straight up the middle, chew out the yards. And that will get him another first down. So as the time keeps ticking off the board, with 8:32 to go in the ball game, with a commanding lead by the Wildcats of Finneytown, it just doesn't look like much hope for the Panthers of Lockland. Looked like in the third quarter, and at the beginning of the third quarter, they knew what to do. They were going to stop. They looked like they had stopped the powerful Wildcats. And there's another handoff to number 2, Santino Lambert, who takes the ball to the left side, to the tackle and the guard, and chews up another 12 yards for another first down. Full backfield. Gardner hands off to number 45, and that's J.B. Lampert, and he is squeaked to the secondary, and he's finally picked down by the number 24, Mitch Miners, but not after a 25-yard pickup. Brings the ball down to the Panthers' 35-yard line, and the Wildcats are threatening again. Full house backfield, got a couple new running backs back there. He's going to hand off to number 4, that's Drew Reichel, who's going to pick up about 5 yards.
Tackled by Dan Milkey.
And it looks like now the Finneytown coach is going to get in some sub running backs, some fresh legs back there, and give these guys a little bit of experience back here. Checking in is number 27, Wayne Meter. And also in the backfield is Gardner. Fakes the handoff. I don't know if it's a fake handoff or if the running back slipped, but Gardner ends up taking the ball down to the left side himself, unprotected, and picks up about 3 yards. Set up, say, 3rd down and 5. It looks like Wildcats all have fresh running backs in the backfield. Number 36 is in, Darnell Smith. Number 21, Jeremy Allen is in the backfield. Full house backfield. J.C. Garner hands off to the fullback, number 36. Darnell Smith picks, I'm sorry, that's number 30, Kellen Campbell. Kellen Campbell with the ball carry, carries about 5 yards, picks up a first down for the Finneytown Wildcats, which is kind of a repeat of my record here. They're just keep churning out the yards, building up, stacking up the stats on the ground game. And it's a handoff to number 44, Matt Bucker, who takes it in for a touchdown, unmolested, was not even touched, right up the middle. Touchdown, Wildcats. As you can see on the replay, Jason Gardner hands off to the fullback, and that's Matt Bucker just takes the ball right up the middle, and look, folks, he is not even touched. Carrying the ball the right way, nice and secure against the body. Good technique. And the point after attempt by Chris Horwath is good. With 5:23 to go in the ball game, 42-0. Wildcats at Finneytown putting on a show. And preparing for the kickoff, Chris Horwath, a outstanding soccer player for the Finneytown Wildcats as he prepares to kick off to the Lockland Panthers.
Chris Horwath will kick off for the Finneytown Wildcats. For Lockland is Mike Daniels.
And number 4, Mike Daniels, takes it up to the right side, past the 20 to 25. And that's where he's taken down by number 36, Darnell Smith. That's where the Panthers will take over, 1st and 10, with 5:15 to go in the ball game. It just seems that the Panthers really haven't been able to get anything going here in the second half. Daniels under center, power I backfield, split right, and a quick pitch to the I back, number 16, Mike McKinney. Takes the ball up to about the 30-yard line, where he gains about 7, where it'll be 2nd and 3.
Tackle by Matt Bucker. And David Young.
Panthers come up under center. Center tonight for the Panthers, number 72, Butch Hine. As Daniels takes the center, power I backfield, drop back pass, and he's going to let it go, and he's interfered with, but no flag. Pass attempt to number 3, Raymond Biesbrook.
Matt Daniels pass intended for Gerard Hunter is incomplete.
As Lockland comes back up underneath center. And the clock stopped at 4:27 with the incomplete pass. Mike Daniels underneath center, takes the ball, pitch back to Mike McKinney, who is just rustled down, doesn't even turn the corner, and he's picked off by number 53. I don't know who number 53 is.
McKinney, the ball carrier.
So, number 53, you did a good job on the containment on the corner.
Fourth down coming up.
And number 23 was in also on the tackle, David Morgan. And we got a quick punt formation. Number 77 is back to kick for the Panthers, fumbles the snap, and now he's going to try and run it out, and he is taken down. So Brian Welshand fumbles the snap, tries to punt it, then he tries to run out of it, and now we have an injured player down on the ground, and it may be Brian Welshand. So with timeout on the field, with 3:37 to go in the ball game, for an injury timeout, it looks like that the Wildcats of Finneytown have got in all their reserves, who will be taking over on downs. 1st and 10 Wildcats.
Once again, we'd like to remind you tomorrow night the Finneytown High School boys soccer team takes on Roger Bacon. Reserve game starts at 5 o'clock. Varsity game starts at 7 o'clock. And at halftime of that game, once again, we'll be honoring and recognizing the 1974 Ohio State Championship men's soccer team from Finneytown High School. The purchase in the whole division of the youth parents.
Guy's crawling around.
Finneytown School calendar with the effective month of May. You can stop by the Finneytown School office and pick up the upgraded month. New versions of the calendar have been crafted. All members of the Finneytown Fire boys U10 and boys U11 soccer team are reminded bedtime half an hour after the game. They're in tournaments. And the moment you've all been waiting for, Blue Light Special, all remaining hot dogs breakfast for the next 25 cents, well supply less. Fish on fish, direct to one.
As we get back to play here, we have a new quarterback for the Finneytown Wildcats, number 42. Nick Phil takes over as we have a whole new, basically a whole second string in there now.
Nick Fowler, quarterback for the Finneytown Wildcats.
Full house backfield. File packs ball, hands it off to the fullback, number 30, Kellen Campbell, who is stopped up. As the clock runs, we got a whole new set of kids coming in, and a whole new set of kids going out. Quarterback stays at Nick Phil. And number 14 into the first time, Ryan McCormick. And Phil hands off the ball. Number 36, Darnell Smith, is just stacked up. Clock running, 2:25 to go in the ball game. Second stringers in for the Wildcats at Finneytown. Panther defense just trying to contain. Pitch back to number 36, who's Darnell Smith. Takes it around to the end, down to about the 5-yard line, and they're knocking at the door again. Finneytown Wildcats.
Darnell Smith, the ball carrier, forced out of bounds.
Forced out by number 32.
At the 6-yard line.
Chris
First
Pittman.
and goal, Finneytown.
As we come up under center with the clock running, full house backfield, 42, Nick Phil takes the ball, hands off to number 30, and he's in for a score! Wildcats, number 30, Kellen Campbell, adds the 7th touchdown to the ball game, 6th touchdown, I'm sorry. And this will make the 7th. And we have a new field goal kicker, Ryan McCormick, for the attempt. Muffled snap. And the attempt, point after, is no good. Number 16, Tim Lutz, muffled the snap and fumbled it, and then it was picked up by Ryan McCormick, who attempted to advance it in for the extra point, but it's no good. So the score stands 48 Wildcats of Finneytown, 0 for the Panthers of Lockland. 1:42 left to go in the ball game. It's been a nice evening. Weather's been fantastic. And the crowd kind of picked up. We kind of got a full stance here for the Finneytown Wildcats. And I'm sure the Panthers of the Lockland team are going to go home with their heads kind of drugged down, but tomorrow's always a different game. Go back and regroup, make adjustments, listen to their coaches, do the drills so they can execute the skills. And our new kicker for
Ryan McCormick.
the last kickoff of the game, I'm sure, will be Ryan McCormick with a little squib kick, picked up by number 16, Mike McKinney of Panthers of Lockland. Advances the ball up to about the 39-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10, Panthers with 1:35 to go in the ball game.
Returns the ball to the 27-yard line. First and 10, Panthers.
Handoff to number 16, Mike McKinney, takes the ball up the middle for about a 7-yard gain. And it appears that the Wildcats have put in all their second string on the defense end now. New fresh white pants out there, Some kids getting some valuable experience here in the beginnings of the season. Hopefully it'll pay off at the end. Looks like they're kind of a man short. Wildcats playing with only 11 defenders.
Tackle made by number 58, an unidentified player according to my roster.
Coach just got it. First one of the year. Got the ice bucket. He deserves it. 0-10 last year, starting the season out 1-0. Great momentum going into next week's ball game. Mike Daniels takes the ball from center. Drop back. Pass. Complete. Over the middle to number 6. Brian Pittman with the ball game winding down. 8 seconds to go in the ball game. This will be the last play, folks. So as I said before, it's been a beautiful evening here as the clock starts. And that's the ball game, folks. So the final score for this year's season opener, Waycross Community Media Sports presents Finneytown Wildcats 48, Lockland Panthers 0. I'm Terrence Russell, and I'm sure we'll be seeing you through the season. And hope you've enjoyed tonight's telecast. A Waycross Community Media Sports telecast, Tony Suarez, our director. Technical director, Kevin Dye. Bob McMillan, our camera operator. Casey McNamara, another camera operator. Alex Hoppel, behind the camera, and Matt Weber also. Glenn Hartong, camera operator. Graphics by Hugh Staples. Again, my name's Terrence Russell for Waycross Community Media Sports. See y'all later, folks.
This has been a production of the Waycross Community Media, the Access Partnership of Forest Park, Green Hills, and Springfield Township. Opinions expressed are those of the program's participants and do not necessarily represent the Community Programming Board, volunteers and staff of the Waycross Media Center, the community governments, or the cable company. If you have questions regarding this program, or if you would like to participate in the activities of Waycross Community Media, call 825-2429, or write Waycross Community Media, 2086 Waycross Road, Forest Park, Ohio, 45240.